The story begins with a boy named Leo Thompson, who sees himself in a big wrestling match. In front of him stands an opponent much stronger than him, but even then Leo refuses to give up. Using all his strength, he takes down the wrestler and finishes the match with a powerful elbow strike. But just as he starts celebrating his victory, suddenly he wakes up. It turns out it was all just a dream. Returning to reality, Leo quickly rushes off to school. There, he meets his friends Caleb and Rio, who are talking about taking part in the school wrestling competition. But Leo shows no real interest in it because, according to him, he has already become a WWE champion in his dreams, so these small matches don't matter to him. Just then, some bullies overhear their conversation and start bothering them. They snatch Leo's drawing and make fun of him in front of everyone, leaving him embarrassed. Even during lunchtime, Leo isn't focused on his studies, but on a girl named Erica, whom he secretly likes. While staring at her, he gets so lost that he accidentally spills his noodles all over himself. After school ends, as Leo heads home, the same bullies start chasing him again. Scared, Leo runs, but suddenly a car comes in the way, forcing the boys to stop for a moment. Taking advantage of this chance, Leo runs into an unfamiliar house. He quickly hides inside a room, which turns out to be a storage room filled with wrestling gear. But the bullies follow him there and start banging loudly on the door. Just then, the owner of the house suddenly appears and immediately scolds those boys and drives them away, giving Leo a moment of relief. Meanwhile, hiding inside the room, Leo carefully looks at all the wrestling equipment lying around. Just then, his eyes fall on an old mask that gives off a very strange smell. Still, out of curiosity, as Leo is about to put on the mask, suddenly the owner of the house walks in. He questions Leo about what he is doing there, but seeing Leo's innocence, his anger fades away, and surprisingly, he gives that very mask to Leo as a gift. After returning home, Leo sits with his grandmother like every day and starts watching wrestling matches. Just then, his father Steve also comes back home. At the same time, on TV, WWE announces a big wrestling championship where the winner will become the next NXT champion. The most exciting part is that this championship is going to take place in Leo's own city. It is revealed that the final match will be a dangerous cage fight where the winner will get a WWE contract and a huge cash prize. Hearing this, Leo becomes extremely excited because this is his chance to get closer to his dreams. But at that very moment, Leo asks his father about his mother, who hasn't returned home for a long time. As soon as this question comes up, Steve avoids the topic and walks away. In reality, the truth is that Leo's mother Rachel had left them for someone else, and for Steve, explaining this to his son was very difficult. Because of this, the atmosphere at home becomes a bit heavy. On the other side, Leo's grandmother Denise decides to stay with him for some time because Steve is under a lot of debt and has to stay away from home most of the time to repay it. In such a situation, the responsibility of taking care of Leo now falls on his grandmother's shoulders. Meanwhile, as soon as Leo reaches his room, he immediately tries on the mask. The moment he wears it, his voice becomes deep, and the most shocking thing is that he suddenly feels incredible strength in his body. Now Leo realizes that this mask definitely holds some special power. To test his strength, Leo tries to do a somersault, but he loses balance and his leg hits the cupboard, causing it to fall on him. But this time, something different happens. Leo stops the heavy cupboard with just one finger. Seeing this, even he is left shocked. After this, Leo's excitement grows even more. To test his powers further, he starts lifting heavy objects and even tries to lift cars. Then, just for fun, he kicks a tree outside his house and knocks it down. Now he is fully convinced that this mask is no ordinary thing. To learn more about it, Leo starts gathering information. That's when he finds out that this mask once belonged to a very powerful wrestler from the past, and it contains multiple abilities. But this mask doesn't go to just anyone. It chooses its own wrestler, and it hasn't been seen by anyone for the last 50 years. The next day at school, Leo sees Trevor and his friends bullying his friends again. But this time, Leo doesn't stay quiet. He takes out his mask and tells Trevor to stop. However, the bullies don't take him seriously. Suddenly, Leo turns off the lights, and within seconds, when the lights come back on, everything has changed. Trevor and his two friends are hanging upside down from the lockers. Everyone is left shocked seeing this. On the same day, the first fighter for the championship is announced on TV, and his name is Samson. Everyone believes that Samson is going to be the most dangerous and strongest competitor in the entire tournament. The next day, Leo arrives at the championship wearing that magical mask on his face. But the receptionist there looks at him and says that he is too young and not fit for this competition. At first, Leo behaves a bit strangely, but eventually he manages to enter under the name Kid Chaos. As soon as Leo joins the other wrestlers, a big wrestler refuses to let him sit on a chair. Just then, a wrestler named Smooth Operator helps him and offers her seat. After a while, the most dangerous dangerous fighter, Samson, makes his entry. The moment he sits on a chair, his weight is so heavy that the chair breaks instantly. Seeing this, all the wrestlers realize how powerful Samson really is. After that, the championship trials begin. In the first test, the wrestlers have to throw heavy barrels. Samson easily throws 2 barrels far away, but when it's Leo's turn, he throws the barrel so hard that it flies out of the stadium. Everyone is left shocked seeing this. In the next test, everyone has to show their wrestling moves on a dummy. Here, Leo performs such an incredible move that he jumps from one corner of the ring straight to the other. Watching his strength and speed, everyone is stunned. After all the tests are over, it's time for the selection. One by one, names are announced, and when Smooth Operator is called, she becomes the second last to be selected. Finally, when the last name is announced, it turns out to be Leo, also known as Kid Chaos. Hearing this, he can't contain his excitement. After getting selected, Leo quietly returns home and sneaks into his room through the window, but seeing his grandmother Denise there, he gets startled. When she questions him, Leo reveals the truth that he wants to win this championship to clear the debt his father is struggling with. The next day, Leo is sitting in the library with his friends when he notices Erica standing nearby. His friends keep encouraging him to go and talk to her. After thinking for a while, Leo puts on his mask and goes to talk to Erica, but he still doesn't have the courage to face her directly, so he hides behind a bookshelf and talks to her from there. During this strange yet funny conversation, the two slowly start getting to know each other and make a plan to study together and talk on the phone sometimes. Hearing all this, Leo feels extremely happy because he is finally getting closer to Erica. Meanwhile, the championship has already begun. In the first match, a wrestler named Leslie wins, while Smooth Operator and Samson also easily win their matches. Now it's Leo's turn, also known as Kid Chaos, whose match is against Cowboy. As the match starts, Cowboy grabs Leo and tries to slam him down. Leo tries to defend himself, but Cowboy still lifts him up and throws him hard into the ring. Just as Cowboy moves in for the winning countdown, Leo suddenly uses his strength and throws him into the air. Now Leo feels like victory is within his reach, but Cowboy is not someone who gives up easily. He gets back up and tries to tie Leo with a rope, but this time, Leo is fully prepared. He cleverly throws the rope back onto Cowboy and starts running fast around the ring. Then, at the right moment, Leo delivers his finishing move, the elbow knock, and with that, he wins the match. His victory shocks everyone. The next morning, Leo is sitting in his room when his grandmother calls him downstairs. As he goes down, he sees Erica standing there, and he is completely surprised. Erica tells him that she came to surprise him without informing him. Now, seeing his crush suddenly in his house, Leo gets completely nervous and doesn't know what to say, but deep inside, he feels extremely happy. In the next match, Kid Chaos, also known as Leo, faces a wrestler named Stinkface. As soon as the match begins and Leo gets close to her, he feels a horrible smell that becomes almost impossible for him to tolerate. Taking advantage of this weakness, Stinkface rubs her sweat on Leo's face, and unable to handle the stench, Leo collapses to the ground. Just as Stinkface moves forward to attack again, Leo quickly slips out from under her legs. But then, Stinkface uses another disgusting and strange move, nearly throwing Leo out of the ring. Still, somehow regaining his balance, Leo fights back and lands a powerful attack that knocks her down. When he gets the chance to pin her, Leo avoids getting close and instead uses his foot because he can no longer tolerate her smell at all. And in this way, he wins the match as well. The next day, as Leo is leaving for school, his father Steve asks him about his friendship with Erica. But to change the topic, Leo once again starts asking about his mother, making the situation a bit uncomfortable. Later that day, Leo and his friends are sitting in a cafe talking about Kid Chaos. Just then, some boys make fun of Erica and ask why she is hanging out with these losers. Erica confidently replies that she is spending time with her friends and doesn't need to explain to anyone what they are like. Suddenly, the atmosphere changes. A man enters the cafe and points a gun at the waiter's head. Seeing this, everyone gets scared and hides under the tables. At that moment, Leo reveals the truth to his friends that he is Kid Chaos. After that, he quickly puts on the mask and steps forward to face the man. Leo throws food at him with speed, knocking him down, and then fearlessly drags him outside the cafe. Now Leo was not just a wrestler anymore. He was slowly becoming a hero. Meanwhile, Denise tells Steve that the time has come for him to tell Leo the truth about his mother, because Leo still believes that one day his mother will return, and until he knows the truth, he will keep living with that hope. On the other side, Leo is slowly becoming quite famous in his school. Seeing his rising popularity, the same bullies who used to trouble him now start keeping an eye on him. They begin to suspect that there is definitely something special about Leo, but Steve still has no idea about his son's real powers. Now the semi-finals of the championship begin. In the first match, Samson faces Leslie. Leslie fights with full strength and gives Samson a tough competition, but in the end, Samson defeats her with his dangerous move. After that, it's time for the match between Kid Chaos, also known as Leo, and Smooth Operator. Outside the ring, they are good friends, but now they have to fight against each other. As Leo steps into the ring, he suddenly feels something strange in his feet and slips unexpectedly. Smooth Operator tells him that he can take some time if he wants, but Leo decides to start the match without stopping. As soon as the match begins, Smooth Operator throws him out of the ring in one swift move. That's when Leo realizes that someone has put glue in his shoes, making it difficult for him to move properly, but giving up is not an option for Leo. Just as Smooth Operator is about to pin him, Leo suddenly lifts her into the air. After that, an intense fight takes place between the two. Smooth Operator delivers several powerful attacks, but Leo manages to escape every time. In the end, finding the right moment, Leo delivers his finishing move, the elbow blow, and wins the match. But after winning, he does something that wins everyone's hearts. Before stepping onto the stage, he praises Smooth Operator in front of everyone and says that she would never win a match by cheating. He also makes it clear that someone else had put glue in his shoes. After the match ends, Leo meets his friends, with whom he had planned to perform in the school talent show. Everything is going fine when suddenly he is called for a press conference, but Leo has no idea that Samson's agent has already discovered his real identity. During the press conference, Samson shows his strength by breaking a table with one hand. Seeing this, his agent provokes Leo to do the same. In response, Leo jokingly refuses and says that he is not crazy enough to go around breaking tables for no reason. Hearing this, Samson gets angry and tries to attack Leo, but the security guards present there stop him. Meanwhile, Leo is also asked to take part in a photo shoot, even though he is already getting late for his school talent show. On the other side, at school, Erica starts getting worried about Leo because everyone else has arrived, but there is no sign of him. So she talks to the principal and gets her performance moved to the last so she can wait for Leo to arrive. But even after all the performances are over, Leo doesn't show up, and Erica is forced to go on stage alone. Just then, one of Leo's friends joins her on stage to support her, leaving everyone surprised. Meanwhile, as soon as Leo gets free from the photo shoot, he rushes to school, but by then, it is already too late. The school is almost empty, and only his friends are standing there, who had been waiting for him for hours. Leo tries to apologize to them, but his friends have already seen his photos, where he looks like he is having fun. This makes them feel that Leo ignored them. Feeling upset, when Leo goes to the parking lot, he sees that the bullies have also broken his bicycle. Seeing this, his heart breaks even more. The next morning, Leo once again apologizes to his friends, and this time, after repeatedly insisting, they forgive him. Sometime later, when Steve returns home, he does not see Leo and Denise anywhere, which makes him a bit worried. Meanwhile, before the championship final, Samson and his agent arrive at Leo's changing room. As soon as they enter, the agent clearly tells Leo that he now knows everything about his real identity. Meanwhile, Samson's agent cleverly distracts Denise and Leo, and in the meantime, Samson secretly replaces Leo's real magical mask with a fake one. After completing their plan, both of them leave, and Leo remains completely unaware of it. After a while, the final match is about to begin, and both wrestlers enter the ring. Leo steps in with full confidence, but he has no idea that the mask on his face is now fake, not magical. WWE superstar Sheamus is also present to watch this special match. On the other side, Steve is watching the match on TV at home, unaware that Kid Chaos is actually his own son. As the match begins, Samson wastes no time and attacks Leo. Leo tries to fight back, but all his attacks turn out to be ineffective. Now Leo can't understand where his strength has suddenly disappeared. He tries once again to lift Samson, but this time Samson lifts him instead and throws him away. That's when Samson shows him the real mask, and Leo instantly realizes that he has been tricked. He immediately removes the fake mask, and his true identity is revealed in front of everyone. Seeing this, Steve and the others are left shocked. Samson tries to wear the mask himself, but due to his large head, he is unable to put it on. In anger, he throws the mask onto the top of the cage, where it gets stuck. Now Leo faces Samson without the mask. He tries to talk to him, but Samson is blinded by rage. He attacks Leo brutally, not even sparing the referee who tries to intervene. Samson grabs Leo and throws him into the air, and during that moment, Leo gets closer to the mask. He tries to grab it, while Samson does everything to stop him. Just then, Steve arrives at the stadium. Seeing his son in danger, he reminds Leo that they have always talked about wrestlers' weaknesses. Steve reveals that Samson's biggest weakness is his fear of heights. Hearing this, Samson gets distracted and starts to panic. Taking advantage of this moment, Leo grabs the mask, but this time, he makes a different decision. Leo realizes that the real strength is not in the mask, but within himself. So instead of using it, he throws the mask out of the ring. Then, relying on his own courage and ability, he leaps from a height and delivers a powerful elbow knock knock to Samson and wins the match. In the end, Leo achieves victory through his hard work and bravery, not through any magical power. He uses the prize money to pay off all his father's debt, and after that, they start living happily together. So, how did you like this movie? Do share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories like this. See you in the next video.